Good morning, dear friends. Welcome to you in today's video lecture. Dear friends, we have seen the law of diminishing marginal utility with its assumptions and exceptions also. So, we have explained the law of diminishing marginal utility in detail. So, you know that the law of diminishing marginal utility is one of the popular and an important law in economic analysis due to its universal applicability. So, law of diminishing marginal utility has universal applicability. It is applicable to each commodity and therefore it is important law in economic analysis. So, in today's lecture, we will explain the significance of the law of diminishing marginal utility. So, significance means importance of the law of diminishing marginal utility will be explained in today's lecture. So, it has many importance. First is usefulness to the consumer. The law of diminishing marginal utility creates awareness amongst the consumer. So, the law of diminishing marginal utility creates awareness amongst the consumer how to get maximum utility with limited resources. So, you know that every rational consumer would like to get maximum utility with his limited resources, and at that time the law of diminishing marginal utility guides to the consumer how to get maximum utility with limited resources. So resources is limited, but in another hand wants are unlimited. At that time consumer will try to get maximum satisfaction with his limited resources, and therefore he will diversify his consumption on various goods. Like if he has limited income, then he will diversify his limited income on various goods in such a way that marginal utility received from that commodity will be equals to the amount paid for that commodity, and when the amount paid for that commodity will become equals to the marginal utility received from that commodity, then he may get maximum satisfaction, and at that time the law of diminishing marginal utility will be helpful to the consumer because it create awareness amongst the consumer how to get maximum utility with limited available resources, and therefore it is necessary to diversify the consumption. So law of diminishing marginal utility is useful to the consumer. Then it is useful to the government also. The law of diminishing marginal utility is useful to government also. The law is useful to the government in various policies such as progressive tax policy, pricing policy, etc. The law of diminishing marginal utility is useful to the government in framing various policy. So there are many policies which framed by government. At that time the law of diminishing marginal utility is useful to the government, like progressive tax policy. So progressive tax policy is also formulated by the government. When government frame such type of progressive tax policy, at that time law of diminishing utility is useful to the government. You know that maximum social welfare is the aim of the government, and therefore to get maximum social welfare government will frame such type of tax policy in which more tax will be imposed on high income group and less tax will be imposed on low income group. Then such type of policy is called as progressive tax policy. Which type of policy? Progressive tax policy. When tax is imposed on high income group and when less tax is imposed on less income group, then such type of tax policy is called as progressive tax policy. So this policy framed by government is on the ground of the law of diminishing marginal utility, because has less marginal utility of money, therefore they may pay more tax. But the people whose income is very less or poor people, they have more marginal utility of money, and therefore less tax will be imposed on them. So such type of progressive tax policy is framing by government on the ground of the law of diminishing marginal utility, as well as trade policy also, pricing policy also. So all the policies which is framed by government is on the ground of the law of diminishing marginal utility, and therefore it is useful to the government also. Then the law of diminishing marginal utility is basis of the paradox of value. So paradox of value, the law of diminishing marginal utility help us to understand the paradox of value. So first we should know what is the paradox of value. So it includes goods that have more value in use and zero or less value in exchange, such as air, water, sunshine, etc. So paradox of value means more difference between price of many goods. Some goods has more price, but in another hand some less price. So there are more difference between price of many commodity, which are called as paradox of value. So here we may take example also. It includes goods that have more value in use. There are some goods which has more value in use. Without that goods we cannot live. So it has more value in use, but due to more availability it has less value in exchange, like air, water and sunshine. Without air, water and sunshine, human being cannot live. So it has more value in use, but due to more availability it has very less or zero value in exchange. But in another hand, as well as some goods that have more value in exchange, but less value in use, such as gold and diamonds. So gold and diamond are the commodity which has very less value in use. Without it we may live, but it has more value in exchange due to its scarcity. So such type of commodity which has more price, like gold and diamond, but in another hand air, water and sunshine, which has very less price. So difference between these goods, difference between the price of such goods is very important, which are known as paradox of value. So this paradox of value can be understood with the help of the law of diminishing marginal utility, and therefore it is basis of the paradox of value. And then last is basis of the law of demand. The law of diminishing marginal utility is the base of the law of demand. In another word, the law of demand is based on the law of diminishing marginal utility. So law of demand will be explained in next chapter. According to the law of demand, quantity demanded of goods rises with fall in price and falls with increase in price. So this law of demand explain inverse relation between price and quantity demanded. So this law of demand is depend on the law of diminishing marginal utility. In another word, the law of diminishing marginal utility is the base of the law of demand. So when consumer purchase more and more units of any commodity, its marginal utility will be declined. So when consumer purchase more and more units of any commodity, marginal utility of each units will be decline or diminishes, and in this case he will buy more of that commodity when its price decreases. So in this case he would buy additional unit of that commodity only after decrease in the price, or in another word at lower price. So the law of demand, which explain inverse relation between price and quantity demanded, is depend on the law of diminishing marginal utility. In another word, the law of diminishing marginal utility is base of the law of demand. So it is base of the law of demand. So here we have seen the significance of the law of demand. Thank you so much.